Hey guys, so I'm Mr. Crocker, and we're going to be talking about some more division today. So last time we talked about the sort of the most basic kinds of division, where you either get an even answer or you just do that fact, subtract, and you have a remainder. Okay, so today we're going to get into division where there are a few more steps, and really it's just the same steps we've already done, but it just repeats. Okay, so you just need to understand what the order is. So I want to look at problems like this: 74 divided by 3. And the one thing that you need to know about long division is that we're always going to do the smallest division problem we can. So what I mean by that is I don't have to actually do 74 divided by 3 to do this problem. I can start with just doing 7 divided by 3. Okay, so anytime that your divisor, the outside number, is smaller than the first digit on your inside number, your dividend, make sure that you're taking that small step. Okay, so instead of looking at 74, I can just look at 7 because 7's bigger than 3. So now I can just think, how many times will 3 go into 7? So if I count by threes, 3, 6, 9, well, okay, I'm over 7. 6 is it. And the fact is 3 times 2 equals 6. Okay? So there is one thing about this that is important to remember, and that's you got to keep things lined up. So I did not do 74. I just did 7. So this 2 that I'm going to use here, it goes over the 7. Okay, and that is a way for me to see where I am in the problem. So 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, I'm not dealing with this 4 at all yet. Okay, so 7 minus 6 is 1. Now, when you subtract like that, the number you get here should never be bigger than this number. If it is, you made a mistake. Okay, so 1 is not, I'm doing okay. And now this is a new step that we didn't do at all last time. We're going to bring down. Okay. So even though we started with the small problem of 3 going into 7, I still have to eventually deal with that 4. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm bringing it down. And now I'm going to ask myself, how many times will 3 go into 14? So it's kind of like I've started this problem over, right? That first step again. So counting by threes, that's times 1, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, I'm over. Okay, so 12 is the fact, that's times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. That's the fact I'm using now. Okay, so 3, I said it would go into 14 4 times. Now that I'm dealing with the 4, now I put my 4 over the 4. Okay, and 3 times 4 is 12. And I subtract. Okay, so now I've subtracted. There's nothing else to bring down. This is a remainder. Okay, so if you have 74 of a thing and you are making groups of 3, like let's say there's 74 people in a restaurant, 3 people can sit at a table, you need 24 tables, and then you're going to have 2 more people who don't have a seat. Okay, let's look at another one. 5 into 96. Okay, so again, the first number in the dividend here, 9, is bigger than this number. So I don't have to think about 96 yet. I can just think about 9. I'm just going to do 5 into 9. How many times will 5 go into 9? If you have 9, How many groups of 5 can you make? The answer is just 1, right? Because if I count by 5s, it goes 5, 10, I'm over. So it's just times 1. So now, I know I'm using 5 times 1 is 5. That's the fact that I need to keep in my head. I'm just going into the 9, not the 96. So 5 times 1 is 5. And now I subtract, okay? I'm going to get 4. Okay, not bigger than that. That's good. The next step is bring down. Okay, so now I've got kind of a harder fact, right? Now I need to figure out how many times 5 will go into 46. So here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I'm finally over. Okay, I'm over. This is my fact. Times 1, times 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 times 9 is 45. And that's as close as I can get without going over. So now I'm using that fact. 5 times 9 is 45. Okay. I'm going to put my 9. 5 will go into 46 9 times. 5 times 9 is 45. Subtract, I get 1. There's nothing else to bring down, so it's a remainder 1. Okay. $96 divided by 5 is 19, remainder 1. Okay. On today's work, you're still going to see some problems like that. Okay. So your first thought needs to be, can I do a smaller problem? And you really can't right there. You have to do the whole 33 because 4 won't go into 3, right? 3 is smaller. So I would have to say, well, 4 times 8 is 32. Okay. You're going to see some of those basic problems like we did last time. But this time you're also going to see problems like this. Can 4 go into 6? Yeah, it can't because 6 is bigger. 4 will go into 6 once, right? 4 times 1 is 6. 4 times 2 would be 8. That's over. 4 times 1 is 4. Subtract. Bring down the 1. Okay, 4 into 21. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. This is over. This is my 1 times 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20. So I'm going to use 5. 4 times 5 is 20. Remainder 1. Okay? So just be aware if that first digit is larger than your divisor, you can just do that little step. Okay? Division is fun.